Goes after you introduce yourself and you go and wash your hands?
It can go either way.
does-
As long as you do both of them, it's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
So privacy is provided with a curtain, screen, or door.
I've provided my privacy.
Okay.
Asks which shirt he or she would like to wear and
Okay.
dresses him or her in shirt of choice.
Okay, so this is an important step. A lot of people miss it. You're always giving your residents a choice of what they're going to wear, right? It's a dignity thing. Again, on Maslow's hierarchy, it's very important.
Get like 5
So
out.
you always want, when you go to do this one for practicing here or your state test, you always want 2 gowns, okay, or 2 pieces of clothing. So Mrs. Smith, would you like the pretty white and blue gown or the other pretty white and blue gown? Or the red, the green,
Yeah.
whatever, you can make it up. And we'll say, oh, you want this one. Okay, great. Okay. Now again, I'm going to bring the bed up just for demo purposes. Take a collar out of the way.
Is this what we do for what you're doing for the exam or no? Just for,
This is just for me.
okay.
Yep. And take the,
To the right.
okay. So now we're talking about the person has an affected right arm. This is what they want you to do. You don't get to choose the arm. It's the affected right arm. And what I do to help myself remember when I'm doing this skill is just bend that arm up on the body. Now you've got a good visual. That's the affected arm. Okay? It helps.
Okay. While avoiding overexposure of client, CD removes gown from the unaffected side first.
Okay, so you're doing from the unaffected side first because that side has full movement. You can get it off of that side easier. And going around to the other side, I'm going to bring that rail up. And I'm going to come to this arm because this is the unaffected arm. Okay? Yeah. Come on.
Reminds me of-
And I'm going to take this arm, and again, moving the body gently and easily. Take it off. Leave them covered as much as possible. Side rail up. Okay.
Then removes gown from the affected side and disposes of gown into soiled linen container.
Okay, so again, keeping the person covered as much as possible without moving that arm. We'll move it back so you can see. Without really moving that arm much, I can take that gown completely off. Okay? Didn't move that arm because this arm is affected. It's probably painful.
Mhm.
And then I can keep them covered to a good point. And again, go down here and bring that down gently and easily off the body, rolling it towards the center. And cover, keeping them safe. I'm going to go keeping this away from my body, go and put it in the dirty linen or the bag on the bottom of my bed.
No gloves in this procedure?
No gloves on this one because they're assuming that the gown is not
Soiled,
contaminated,
okay.
not soiled with
Alright.
urine or feces. Good question.
But if it was, then you wear your
Then you would-
PPE.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah.
have, for sure, gloves.
Okay. It says assists to put the right affected weak arm through the right sleeve of the shirt
Okay, so
before
now,
placing garment on the left.
yep, so now you're going to put it on the affected side because now you've got all this loose gown to work with. So again, you're going to keep them as covered as possible. Bring that arm out. Lay the gown down. And again, when you're dressing, you reach to the outside of the garment and cradle that arm as much as possible. Again, I'm not moving this arm very much. Just keeping them covered. Cover as much as possible. Now this arm is very flexible, it's unaffected, and so Again, keeping them covered as much as possible. Reaching through the gown. And again, we don't want this gown tucked under them because it will cause skin problems. So leave it out as much as possible. Leaving your bed in a nice manner.
Do you ever put lotion on them? Anything like that?
In real life, yes, but for this scale, yeah.
While putting on shirt, moves body gently and naturally, avoiding force and overextension of limbs
Okay, we did that.
and joints. Finishes with clothing in place, signaling devices within reach, and bed is in low position.
Okay, now, Mrs. Smith, where would you like your device? Remember, the right arm is affected, so you're not going to put it on the right side. Probably going to want it on the other side, where they can reach it. And nice position. And
And then go wash your hands.
wash my hands, take away my privacy.